Yes, guys, welcome back. Welcome back to that, as we have to say that. And this is our Invicta, yeah, over league series, whereas overall 20 teams will play 5 different matches in order to grab some sort of prize pool. And yes, guys, let's go to the very first match of the day. The first match will be not a day, but the first match of the night, as we have to say that. Overall, 77 players and 20 teams are over here. And as like I pre-mentioned out that this is the map of Iringal. Iringal is the favorite map for most of the teams, as I'm seeing like that. Since, yeah, each and every teams, most probably, mostly, not exactly, but mostly teams will play their normal matches in Iringal, so it will be more familiar to play with. So yeah, the very match has been started and the playing path has been started from the area of shooting range and end up at the area of Mildra Power. By now, teams are going to their own drop location, which is favorable for them to rely on loot after this. Yes, guys, we must have to say that I'm seeing some sort of numerous number of teams are going towards the area of Jospel. So Jospel will be some sort of crowdy by now. So we can expect some sort of fights over there. And I'm really, really, really ready to see the clashes between them by this very time. Let's see how the fight goes on, who will be the very first blood and all of the stuff, the all of the action in the very match will be clarified by me. Simplified is to know with the help of me. Okay, over here I can see some sort of enemies in the area of Yasana Polane as well. There are over 3 teams, so yeah, there must be class at that place as well. And rather than that, another crowded place will be our Milta and the area of Rozukin school. Not exactly Rozuk, but a school and apartments also sound some sort of crowdy at that place. And look at that team. Glucrini Sports for the teams, 3 player availability. One of the player for the team is absent in this very present situation, so they have to play with a 1 player disadvantage. By this time, they have to work for the 3 main domination since one of the players is disadvantaged for the certain team. Since haven't had joined the very first match for the team. Yum. Mad Monkeys for the team 4 players standing and they are looting the area of Milta where I can see another one team as well in closer and the very fight need to be get executed by the team. Let's see the team none other than Secret Way over here. One of the player for the team Javier has been taken out and finished up by the player Sukal Tasi. This will be the very first blood. Okay, look after that. One of the player Javier has got knocked out and another one at Inora. 2 of the player got knocked out by a vehicle. The vehicle is initiating some sort of frags in their name. That makes a finish. 2 of the frag Haber has already been collected by the single player of Sector Way. Flix Haber got the 2 frags. Look at that from for the team GRX. They're also managing some sort of knock at that area for the team. 4 quality sports. 3 of the player already got knocked in finish. So last place standing for that certain team. As we have to talk about the team, none other than Hope Sport itself, unknown. And then after that, Lee's use Soul and Rosemary will be the very 4 minutes standing. Whereas the very first player to get exited was our player, none other than Rosemary. The second player who just got knocked out will be the player over here, Lost Soul, and he also got exited from the lobby. This is the story for them in the very first match, but least remaining players, Doman is standing for the team, will add on that frontline area, and JR Esports are going for that. They're gonna definitely try to get engaged in the very fights, but yeah, Team Hope. For the Team Hope, this last 2 player will be the hope, but no, that was not a great move done by unknown. You must be known about the 2 players coming by him and the way he pushed in a really really open area rather than taking TPP. This must be a mistake uh, as he had done that already. He also got knocked in finish. So let's talk about the last place standing, the last hope for the Hope Sports. And look at that. Last player also got exited from the lobby. And Team Hope Sports will be the very first team to get eliminated from the lobby at Aztec 20. And another bad fact for the team is that they got exited without any of the points. So 0 point match for them to have it. Not a good starting for the team. Okay, guys, this is the team, none other than Hotyara crew over here. Most probably they are Nepali team, I guess. Since yeah, team Hotyara crew. Hotyara is a Nepali term to use to assign as a killer. Yeah, and they are trying to be a killer mission by the time. But look at that. They have had lose two of the teammates for the team as well. Look who is going back and getting ready with the grenade as Pano to be utility using will be a crucial momentum to have had in this very present situation, whereas a two-player Haber has already got exited for the certain team. So there must be some pressurized situation for them to handle it out. They have to handle this fight with care. Look at that. Tarakyu, one of the player for the team, Tarakyu, is at on the back end side. Solo player standing over here. Look at that. Knock by Noak himself. But yeah, for the Apollo, he haven't got any of the fine angle in order to support that player. So yeah, for sure to be. The fact is fact, the player got knocked in finished by now, and last place standing will be our Hatyara at that place. And look at that. In name of Maramar, there comes the very first grenade elimination. For the teams, we have had 18 teams and 60 players, which definitely mean that two of the teams Saber has already got exited from the lobby. Look at that. Last player standing for the team. Last Roman standing for the team QQ, whereas I can clearly see that the player for the enemy team already got knocked out. I guess the very last player was that certain player. Yam Yam, Mad Monkeys. Players are being finished at this very present situation. The very first player got finished, another player was knocked aside. At this of the very place, trying to go with the grenade. But okay, look at that. The revival job is being initiated by the teams, and they're gonna be definitely try to retreat this fight with 3 minutes standing by performing that revival on time. Look at this. Okay, players are coming closer with full on confidence as one of the player already got revival at that place. So last player for the team QQ Sao Haber has to do 1v3 clutch against them. Look at that. He's using that first hit. Luckily, he have had heavy consumables to use at this very crucial area or moment. At this very time, he's just holding up the scenario, just looking for a fine and decent situation to go for the fight. He's letting the enemy team to come closer. He's trying to be defended at this very present situation since attack will be a fine decision by him to do by now. Look at the situation. Last place standing, and he's the last least responsible player for the team, as the very responsibility of the whole team in the very first game is in his shoulders, which is pretty much happy to handle it out. Look at that. Teams are coming closer, trying to go for the swords. Look at that. His location already got exposed, but he get back on the time. Look at that. He's trying to molly the area in order to block some sort of yeah engagement from that side. But look at that. But he have had denied his skills, but the grenade have had done a very fine job at that place. But yeah, for the team Mad Monkeys, they have had to let that one player go or kill go in other sense for the team. One of the player already got knocked and finished, and that will be our Manamar. Rather than him, three of the player available, whereas Manamara just got exited with off frag. He had contributed off frag. That was fine. Rather than being dead with nothing, it is better to be dead with 1 point. Moreover, we have to talk about the team Morbid Sports. 4 minutes stand, not 4 minutes, but 3 minutes standing. One of the players is absent for that certain team, as we have had already recalled that for the team GR. 4 minutes standing, whereas two of the players have had contributed two frags by their side, and that was our player, none other than GRX. And another one player will be player 4. For the team Mind Taste, 3 players standing, as like the very last team, they are also in 3 minutes standing. It is not like that they have had loads of player, but the player that's supposed to be join this match haven't had joined this yet. So they have to face some sort of number disadvantage situation in this very scenario. One of the player just got knocked out. Okay, no, three of the player at the same time. Last player standing is at on a very panic mode. For sure to be. Look at that. Last player standing is gentleman trying to retreat this fight, but he couldn't able to do that. So when last in the list player also got exited from the lobby, and look at that. Orega got the domination with 3 elimination by his side. Look at the team Top Esports. Okay, Top Esports, why just got knocked out. Yal is getting closer in order to support that player out in this situation, and I just think that so it will be little hard to revival that one player at this very time. They are trying to go with that very utilities at the current time, but at the enemy team have had also faced three knock at the time. So last place standing for the team, last and the least player was over there, and he have had to perform a very clutch. But one of the player that got knocked out have had already been revived at the very situation for the enemy team. For the team zero evolution, it is being a very yeah, negative trade for them to have had, since they have had lose a player already, whereas two of the player have had got knocked out at the place. The last and the least player is over here in this situation. Top L just finished out another one player and look after the team. Zero evolution. Last place standing. Okay, Cam Admin also got exited as 16 with 8 elimination by the team in total. Look at that. Name is just got a 8 elimination in his name. KKR for the team KKR player are getting knocked out by the team top itself. They have had got the four frag for the team to have at without losing a single player. So they are at in the final stage for the team top as well. Why was the player to get knocked out? But somehow they possibly done that recoverable phase on time, and 4 minutes standing for the team as they are standing by strongly. They are happy and healthy at the same time, since they have had already grabbed four frag to be happy and healthy because four of the player are available as they need to be. Look at that. Flower she is supporting that one player to come this side by making out a certain smoke cover. Look at the team for the team zero initiative for the team who plays standing at the very time, but they haven't got engaged in any of the fights, so that they don't have any of the casualty or have had any of the frags for now to have had. So they could be reconciled as a neutral team. In this situation, look at the zone. The zone, however, has already been converted into the area of somehow Silver and Manson area have had been covered by this. And look at that for the team SW, they have had already get into the very zone and got a very fine space in the very zone. By the time they have had initiated the centric approach in this very present scenario for the team zero initiative, they are also moving or heading towards the zone. For the team top team over here, they have had got six frags where three of the player have had contributed for a two to kill, whereas one of the player number one haven't had got any of the frags. So just look at this trade by the team. Ruthless Sports Luis just managed a fine knock, and that will be the very fine finish for the team as well. Trying to go for the constant shot, zero initiative have had faced a player casualty in this rotational period. So it was also a very bad thing to face in this very crucial time for the team. And look at that. This is our stage third, and we are going for the another stage of the zone. That will be our stage fourth. One of the player for the team KKR already got knocked in finish with another one as well. And third one just got knocked out. Last place standing will be weak and is trying to get back from that fighting area, but he couldn't able to go that far. At the last, they got exited as Sec 14 without any elimination, so 0 pointer for that team as well. And we have to talk about the team top esports as well. They have had got 9 elimination. All of the player for this team have had contributed frags, whereas Yal have contributed off frag, Y have contributed 2 frag, and remaining of the two players, Flowersy and Icon, have had contributed 3 frags by their side, which makes total frag of 9 in this very present situation. After adding a one more frag on their table, it will be double digit kill points for them to have at last, and remaining 13 teams are over here. In context of getting that certain placement point, 5 teams need to die in order to get into the very gate, which need to lead the remaining teams to appreciate it by that placement point. For the team Secret Way, hopeless standing Enigma have had contributed a frag, whereas Flex have contributed 2 frag for the team. Remaining of the two players are here without any of the frag points. More likely, the very fine fact for the team is that they are at on 4 minutes standing. Look at the team. 4 strength. For the team, 4 strength. Two of the strength have has already got dead. So last 1 minute standing for the team of 4 strength converted into 2 strength in this very present scenario. Look at the team. None other than this is our team so-called Fire Boys Gaming, trying to go for the swords, trying for a vehicle tracing, but haven't had worked that much in this very scenario since that player got into the very cover at the very right time. Look at this, guys. The zone is being converting into the very next stage of the zone. That will be our stage fourth. I'm really excited to see that. And look at that. Team SW got the zone. Re again. The zone is on their favor, but let's see if they could capitalize or not. In this very present situation, that will be the very main thing to look after. When you got the zone, there's come the responsibility as well to capitalize, to defend the area that they are heading to. So sending suppose is danger to initiate in such of the zone. But look at the team top. They have had already got double digit kill points, which is 10 in number. In this very present situation for the team Brooklyn Sports as well, they have had killed a player for the team, none other than Zero Initiative, by going for that vehicle tracing at the area of somewhere around Stabler. As I remember that one of the player also got knocked in finish for the team, none other than Mind Taste. Last time will be fact. He's trying to go for the grenade. Look at that grenade, but that wouldn't be effective enough since the projectile doesn't seems to be accurate. But by now he's facing molly damages in this very present situation. He don't have had a heavy consumables to use at this proper momentum. And another bad fact for the team is that last in the list player outside the very zone. By the time the zone will be starting in 20 seconds, by the time it will be less than that. Look at that. Since top esports already arrived over here. The location of the player ever has been exposed. One of the player, okay, just able to connect a little bit to a player, but look at that. Mind test also got exited as Tech 13, and team top is doing top tier job in this very present situation. They have had grabbed a numerous number of frags. Let me see how much frag did get in this very present situation. Top have had already get 12 frag on their side. That is really and truly appreciated by now. The very first match, the very base making match is very fabulous. Our Haber has been converted into a very fabulous game for that very certain team. So it will be easier for them to go motivatedly for remaining of the very four matches. For the team Hotera Crew, last place standing, three of the player for the team Haber has already got exited for the team. They have had got three frag points as well in their name. Look at that. The zone is being converted into a very another stage of the zone as well, and this will be our stage fourth, I guess, if I'm not wrong. No, no, no. This is our stage five. This zone will definitely gonna be punishing the enemies or players that are outside the very zone. For the Team Zero initiative, it is being a very hard in hard situation to make it out. Look at that. The grenade comes over. That convert the knocked player into very low SP, and by now the knocked player got knocked in finish. Another one player also got knocked, but look at that. Zero initiative. Hamzi is going for the shots. This will be the second kill for the team to have had. The revival is being initiating right now. But look at that grenade. The projectile seems to be accurate, and okay, as like I mentioned out, that could able to finish the Holy Squad at the time. And the King of Israel just pick out that barrel on their side, and they have had got three frag points in this very present situation. Ramp is in name of Top Flowersy. Theoretically, also got exited from the lobby, so do four strength in this very present situation. They got exited with three frags, and look at the team zero initiative as well. They also got exited at hashtag 10 with two frags. Remaining of the nine teams are over here. After the casualty of a team, the teams will be converting into hashtag 8 top 8 teams. The teams that are ready and suitable enough to grab that placement point or got appreciated by certain placement point as tag 8. Look at that. Secret away is looking after a way to go for the shot, and they're trying to go for that but couldn't able to connect a bit since the players are in certain cover area in this very present situation. Only 29 seconds left in this very present scenario to go for it. This is the stage 5, and another stage of the zone will be the stage 6. Look at that. One of the players just got knocked out in this very present situation for the team. ESW Sports, Secret Way, one of the players, Frugal Enigma, got knocked in finish, but he had contributed all point for the team. in terms of frag by his side, but remaining three player has to work for the team in domination in this very present scenario. Look at that. The very first knock for the team top esports. Could it be the starting of the back stuff for the team to have at? Okay, could it be the sign of a downfall for that team? Let's just say that. This caused the constant grenade by the team, none other than yeah, Farboy Farboy's gaming. Constant grenade against the team TS. ABC not TS, but ABC Esports. One of the players just got knocked out. King of Israel team. Haber has got exited at 9 p.m. Last remaining six teams were over here in this very present situation. Our battlefield is continuous full up at the very situation. But look at that. For the Far Boys Esports, last in the list player is over here. By the time the last player represented in this very present scenario, the stage and the prey is going completely against him. Look at that. Another one team also got engaged in the very fights and make the finish for the certain team. For the team Mad Monkeys, they are doing fine. They are here with 7 frags. For the team Top Esports, two of the player already got exited. But look at that remaining player. One of the player Icon is playing Icon. He has been a lobby icon with 8 elimination. He is the top player for the team. That is not a that is not just a thing to call as, but that is fact in this very present situation. He got the numerous number of frag among the teams from the lobby. That was 18 number. As we have talked about another player Flout, he is at the hashtag 2 in terms of frag or elimination. He have had got 5 frag for the team. Look at the team Mad Monkeys. They are being ready. They do have had the nomad advantage, but we have to talk about the another team. Yes, W Sports secret away for the team as well. They also have had 3 player available in this very present scenario for the team GE. I guess Doom is standing for that certain team. Yes, I was right in this very present situation for the team Top Esports. It is being a very rough and tough situation to just hold up and manage it out in this very present scenario. Let's just look after that, trying to go for the grenade. Okay, this comes the grenade for the team Secret Way Sports. 3 of the player available. One of the player already got knocked in. Please, the healing up process Haber has already been executed and Haber already done that boosting process in this very present scenario. This just have to be ready for the last battle. That gonna be happening between this of the very 4 teams, and which will be the very first team among this of the very 4 teams to grab the very first game second dinner in this very present situation. That gonna be in that gonna be curiosity and after the game finishing touch, and we are getting ready for that. Secret Way is getting ready with the grenade and Limbu goes for that, and that could unable to manage any sort of fruitful damage against the enemies. Look at the team Brooklyn Sports last is standing for the team. 2 of the player already got knocked and finished trying to get engaged in the very fight. Look at that. Another one player also got knocked out in this very present situation. Last of the list player is over here. Flexing with the last one. Just for the barrel. This will be the knock. This will be the very huge touch done by now. Look at that. 6 players, not 6 players, but by now it has been converted into 5 players. Domination is in the name of Tony U with 3 elements in this very present situation. Rampage is in terms of rampage that comes into that player name. But look at that, Mad Monkey at the last stage got a very beautiful chicken dinner, whereas the very in the lobby, the domination is in the name of Top Esports. We have had got some sort of 20 frag, nearly 20 frag, but at the last, the team Yam Yam Mad Monkeys who have had who are able to manage their very normal advantage at that time, and the way they capitalize the very game, the way they retreat any of the battles that comes ahead of them, every moment they have done. You have truly deserve a very fine second for the team. So congratulations for the team. And let's go to the winner team stats. That will be our Mad Monkeys. I'm really excited to see the overall stats, which player got how many of the frag for that certain team, the contribution by the team, and all of this stuff. As I have talked about that, this is our very first match which has been converted out by the team, none other than Mad Monkeys themselves. So congratulations for the team Mad Monkeys. And this will be our chicken dinner team stats, whereas our player Clouds have had contributed off frag. Yami will be the very first player to got knocked and finished for this very certain team at the very initial stage, but he have had also contributed off frag, whereas Hunsu got 6 frag for the team and Tony got 3 frags for the team. 6, 3, 9, 10, and some sort of 13, 14 frags for them to have it. Look at that. For the team top sport, they have been a very, 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 very aggressive team for the lobby. They are the dominator, but for this very team, Icon was a top fragger, and Haber has been an icon for the lobby. And with the 14 144 damage, 2 assists, 163 heals, and survival time was also fine, 22 minutes and 44 seconds. But they couldn't able to convert that aggression into the chicken dinner. So yeah, they do have had a very fine frags with a very fine placement point as well. But the chicken dinner sounds more fine if they got that. So look at the top five players. Winners the very at Nasdaq one. Icon was in the top. Second will be Yamim Huncho for the team Mad Monkeys, who have got the chicken in at hashtag third. Top Clouds he is here with the 5 frags, and another one player at hashtag 4 will be our Camino Rega 7 with 4 frag, and at the last Camp 2 8 Bull with 3 frags by his side, and this will be our top 5 players. So let's go to the segment that will be our match rankings. For the team top esports, they have had got 25 points in total. Yes, they don't get the chicken dinner as they got exited as sector, but look at that point. That was really impressive since they have had got 20 eliminations. At the Aztec second, Mad Monkeys are over there with the 21 points since they have had got the very second dinner with 11 frags. At the hashtag third, there comes the team Secret Way. They got exited at hashtag 2 with a 6 elimination as well. So 12 points in total. Fourth will be Cam Army with 8. Brooklyn Sports at 5, 6, and at 6. Battlefield 6 points. And 7 will be JR Sports with 4, 8. King of Azrael with 4, 9. Fourth Strength with 3. 10th Farmers Gaming with 3. 11 Ataraki with 3. 12 Marvel Sports with 3. 14 Top Stars with 2. 14 Zero Initiative with 2, 15 OQ with 1, and 16 4 qualities with 1, and remaining of the 4 teams for Zero Evolution, Killer Q on Rampage, Team Hope, and the last one are there without any of the points. So yeah, bad starting for those of the teams, but the teams who have got some sort of fine points, that will be fine, yeah. But moreover, the teams that couldn't able to get any of the points in the very first match, however, has to be sure to take the revenge who have had contributed that situation for them to have had. So they have to come back in the very next game. The map of Miramar, the long strategic map for which we are being ready. The very first game, Haber has been taken out by the team Mad Monkeys. That was pretty fabulous. They have got 21 points in total, whereas 11 frag points and 10 points as a chicken point. So yeah, guys. For that very team as well, one of the players local Maramar got early initiation from the lobby, early casualty, but remaining of the 3 players is still alive. Convert the game on their side. Moreover, got a very fine zone, capitalize that zone fine, and then after that defend the lobby. Moreover, at the last the attack got them a beautiful chicken dinner on their side. So congratulations for the team, and this was the very first match. Remaining of the very 4 games left in this very present scenario, and the second game will be the map of Miramar, for which I am being ready. For sure you guys are also. So we meet you in the very next game. Till then, bye bye. We'll be right back after a break. Okay, guys, welcome back for the second time in the Invicta series. You are looking after Invicta series, and this will be the second live for the first week. As we talk about that, this will be our second game of the night, as we have had already seen the match or the battle of Bengal, whereas the team none other than Mad Monkeys got the beautiful second inning with 21 points, and we are heading towards the very next map, the long strategic map for sure to be Miramar with the map. And are you guys excited? As like I'm really excited to see that the team strategies, the team classes, the clutches, the map of Miramar, the desertified map of PUBG Mobile, and I'm really excited to see that. Let's go to the game. We are over here on the sky of none other than Miramar map. Are you guys ready to see that? Yes, guys, you guys are most probably. I just feel the vibes as overally 79 players and 20 teams are over here. And by now, this is the very team who have had a player disadvantage for them to have at team top esports. In the very last game, they were the very dominator for the lobby, as they have had dominated 20 players on their own, whereas one of the players focal icon for this PD team have had been a top fragger with 10 frags. Can you imagine that? 10 frags solely. That was truly a very impressive, and he must be an emerging player. But let's see if it is was luck or pure skills that can be described by seeing this very match or the remaining of the very matches. We cannot judge a player by a very single match. So the main art is to be consistent no matter what. Die with a kill, but die with a single kill in each and every matches. That is regarded as a consistency by the time. So if you have had a 10 kill in the very first match and the very next match you die with nothing, then this will regarded as a consistent map to have it. Yes, I know that every day is on Sunday, which means that every game will not be same, but the try must be there. Okay, guys, look at the team top esports. They are heading towards the area Picado, whereas another one team, champion team, for the very last game. Mad Monkeys were over here and they have had already looted the essential loots as they got the very gun. In this very present situation, Armor doesn't want to die this much faster as like the very last game, as he was the very first player for the team to have had or first casualty for the team top esports. Three of the player available. One of the player that is absent in this very game was the player top L for the team. But look at that, icon is over here, so we will have a hope on them as we compared this player game for the very last match for the team Mad Monkeys, the very champion team that is looking out over here. Look at that. For the team ABC, the very first player Vixie saw got instant knocked and finished at of the very time. For the team Jerry Sports, Zero Evolution, in the very last match they haven't got any of the points for them to have had. That was not their style of playing. As uh, as I know the team Revolution from the very last match for the week, they are doing really great at the time. I guess they have been second runner up or runner up. I guess they're at and this certain stage in terms of points table. Look at that. The very first player Haber has already been dead, and another one player also got knocked out. And by this time, Carnage also got exited from the lobby for the team Cam Army. They have had got the four players available, whereas two of the player have had just contributed frag by their side. Rather than that, for the team fourth strength, they have been converted into three strengths since one of the player for the team Habit has already got exited from the lobby. Rather than that, look at the fight. By this very time, top is being crucial and cruel for the team. Okay, let's see another one player also got knocked in finish. Yeah, trade is being winning by the team top esports, but not really. They have a player disadvantage. They have a managed a very player to get killed as, and he do have had a very bad luck. In the very first match, he was the one to face casualty at the very first, and the very same story for the very second match as well. Not a good thing to have at in this very present situation. We have had 19 teams and 72 players by now, which was the very team to get exited at the very first. I'm just looking after it. I guess we have had started with 20 teams or 19 teams. I guess 20 teams. Yes, that must be a very thing to call it as. And the very first team was, yeah, how could I just forget? The very first team to get exit was the team Top Esports, which is at on Aztec 1. By this very time, they die with a single frag. That was the player MM Omar for the teams. Look at that. For the team Secret Way, they have had got engaged in the very fight where for that certain team players are being knocked out. Look at that team. Nom Q44 smart that team mind, I guess, mind esports and something like that. For the team secret way, players are being knocked and finished in this very present situation. For the team NCC, illusion was over there. We have had to go to that battlefield in this very present situation. I'm just waiting for the camera shifting over there at that area. Only 1 minute and 40 seconds left in this very present situation. We got the team GRE Sports, Foopli standing, one of the player for the team. Itachi have had gone offline and Noza Z Vision behind that. But look at that team. Glacrin Sports, one of the player just got knocked and finished, and this will be the another knocked and finish for the team. I guess they are facing a lot of difficulties over here. Two of the player Haber has already been dead, whereas two of the player have had contributed a single frag by themselves. Okay. Among of them, Zapoy in fact is here without any of the frag points. One of the player for the team Foy has also got knocked and finished. Gentleman got that certain frag on his side. Look at this. Dogra 77Z also got knocked and finished. Haber has to go with the very vehicle approach for the team 90s. They have had got two frag by their side. In their side, look at that. Last place standing for the team. Glickery Sports also got exited from the lobby, if I'm not wrong. I just have to say that. Yeah, that Haber has not been notified yet, but that will be sooner. Just wait for that. But for the team, GRE Sports for the player are available, whereas Itachi have already gone offline. But remaining of the three players are going on their desirable rotation in this very present situation. For the team JD offline got into the very fights against the team Zero Initiative. The team Zero Evolution, I guess. Zero Evolution versus Zero Initiative are getting engaged in that fight, whereas the team Zero Initiative they have had faced a casualty, whereas for the team Zero Evolution they have faced a knock in this very present situation. But in this certain situation, they are winning the trade as they killed a player, but the enemy team will only able to make that knock on the side. But the revival was instant, and another one player for the team Haber has just got knocked out, so they are trying for a closing. Look at that, one of the player for the team Haber got into the very backside area for the alternative angle, but Istad has just managed out that one extra knocked in finish. Three of the player have had contributed frag by their side, one by each of the player. Last standing for the team Miracle. Cool, the Miracle can be able to show us some miracle by doing a very fine kills against the team Zero Evolution. He's the last one to take the revenge of his teammates in this very present scenario. Let's just hope on that, and let's see what will gonna be happening over here. I don't think so. He will gonna be showing some sort of miracle in this very present situation. See, he do have a responsibility on his shoulder to really on, and he is the last responsible body to convert the very point for the team. This is the very second match. However, has to play crucially for the team Kami Sports. They have had got two frags as well, whereas remaining of the 22 players are here without any of the frag points, as I have had already told you that. Okay, 19 teams and 61 players are over here. The very first team to get exited was our team none other than Top Esports, and for the team Galactic Sports as well, there is the probability of the very last place standing. As I lastly thought the team was already dead, but I was wrong at that momentum. Look at this, the bandage of blank process is bringing down in this very present scenario for the team Kama Army. They have had to go with that. Let's see. Time to go for the constant shots. He has got out knocked outside the very zone as he was offline in the then time and haven't had online so far. So yeah, it really get knocked outside the very zone and the very finish is sure. for the team Mad Monkeys Sports. Three player valuable as the very first player to get exited for the team was outplayed none other than Omar himself. He got exited. Rather than that, three player are available, whereas two of the player have had contributed in terms of frag. To get that for the team Secret Ways Enigma just get into the very fight with QQ. Look at that top Senso. Top Senso is grabbing some sort of frags for the team and being a very problem, creating some sort of problematic situation for the team enemy team. For the team QQ, one of the player already got knocked in finish. Remaining players are over here. One of the player Lexus is trying to just get himself healed up and being prepared for the any circumstances that they're gonna be facing out soon. Look at that. At the offense side, he's looking for a fine angle but couldn't able to find that one. Look, after this, only 1 minute and 40 seconds left in this very present situation, and the stage of the zone will be our stage. So I am really curious to see the shift in. So do you. I know that one of the player for the team, two keys just got knocked out at that very certain situation. Only 1 minute and 19 seconds left. Haber has to go for that. Haber already gone for that in this very present situation. Look at that. Another one player also got knocked out in this very present situation. Last round standing is over here. One of the player already got exited for the team called Mikasa also got knocked and finished by the team QQCU. Yes, this will be the very first strike, but another one bad fact for this team is that one player already got exited for the team, so they have to work for the three-man domination in this very present scenario. As we are going for the another stage of the zone, that will be stage start. From the stage start, the zone couldn't able to handle such big number of teams in this very present situation. The zone will definitely be crowded, and we could able to see more battles in that of the very case. Look at the team. For the team for quality sports, 2 women standing. Two of the very player already got knocked and finished for the team King of Israel. The very last match they haven't got 4 points on their side, but by now they haven't got a single point in this very present scenario. Moreover, haven't lose a two player for the team top stars. Three player available. One of the player already got knocked and finished. Look at that. They are throwing out some sort of mollies and trying to get closer for the battle. Look out over here. Okay, one of the player got knocked out. Not knocked out, but in really low HP. But sadly, he got knocked out. Rather than knocking out here, however, that is already in low HP. But got instant knocked in finish at this very present scenario. Not so good thing to talk about. As we have to talk about the Harbours Gaming, they have had got three frags, but in this context, they have had lose off player as well. Nothing to have it. They are trying to go for the fight. Look at that. Sort is being connected against that player, and look at that. Stand. Yeah. Initiation of the team or the team top star eliminated with a single frag in this very present situation and has stuck 19 remaining of the 18 teams are going to the stage hard safely, securely in this very present scenario. Look at that. For the team, they have had a proper vehicle to move in. For the team Far Boys Sports, they have had already got a 4 frag. So they have had already win a very square fight, but the very bad fact for them to have had is that they have had lose a single player. So by this mean they have to play three men. In terms of one player disadvantage, it will hamper them, but not really. They have their game as a three-man domination. Look after the team Mad Monkeys. The story is same for them as like the very last one. In the very last match, the player Omar have had contributed a single frag for the team, but couldn't able to do that. So in this match, but he was the very first casualty for the team as like the very last match. But for the team Mad Monkeys, they were the very first team to grab out the very first second winner, the second half map, none other than Iringal with 21 points, so that they could do their best with 3 men as well. Okay, Tony is just looking after an angle, but haven't had fine one. The enemies are also well prepared in this very present scenario. Look after the team. Secret Waste. Enigma is trying to go for the another one. Knock and finish. At this very point here, where already contribute the very first track for the team and trying to go for the another one or second one. In this very present scenario, we can clearly see that last one is standing for the team since two of the player already got knocked and finished for that certain team to talk about. And for the team key here, okay, the very first casualty couldn't be done since that player haven't had faced the finish, but there is maximum chances of getting finished in this scenario since the revival seems to be hard at time. Let's just say that for the team 4Q. Okay, 4Q got out of the lobby at this time with a elimination in this very present scenario. The revival has been already started for the team KKR Gaming and have already done that. The knocked player already converted into revival and have has to get back for the team GI Gentlemen. I haven't got knocked in this very present scenario for the team. Itachi is the very first casualty, but he haven't been casualty by converted casualty by any of the teams, but he got dead himself as he was offline. Rather than that, the zone got him and make him instant knocked in finish. Rather than that, the very first blood. The very first complete ball blood could be converted as gentleman, but look at that revival. However, has already been made possible, so yeah, he have had been recovered, but rather than that, another one player, Crazy Frog, just got knocked out at this very present scenario. The enemy team just got closer for the battle. Purposes Hotera are over here choosing Hotya and killing the very players at this point. Look at that. JRS X will be the last place standing. That player also got exited by the Hotera Esports. And Team GR Esports also got exited as like 17 with a single frag, so 1 pointer match for them to have it. They are also not having a very fine match. For the team QQ Esports, they have had got two frags from two different players. For this spirit team as well, one of the player got knocked in finish. Look at that for the team KKR. Hania OG just got knocked out for the team Zero Evolution. They have had got three frag to have had they have had killed three players for the team Zero Initiative in this very mannerful situation. Look after that for the team Hope Sports. The very first knock is over here. Okay, another one knock in common. Let's go. Last 2 minutes time for the team to have it, and it is being a very bad situation to handle it out. But look after that. They have had done that revival on time. For the team JT, they have had got into the very fight with team VX as well. For the team, the healing up robots have has been already started, and the very first player to get knocked and finished for the team Hope will be Rosemary. He got exited without any of the frag points, so 0 point for him to contribute in the very second one. Okay, guys, for the team KKR 2, Vilala also got knocked and finished in this very prison scenario. Hope is in the hope of finding a sort of fine angle in order to go for the shots, but haven't find that one. For the team King of Israel, they have had got the very first frag in this very present scenario. In the very last match, they have had got 4 points in total, but by now they only could able to get the very first one. Look at the team Vex, they got exited for the team JTX. Players are also getting knocked out. Two of the player at the same time got knocked out. Third one also got knocked out. Last place standing will be Tasi. Is moving towards the zone, but look at that quickly casualty of the very three different players. They are facing elimination, not a good thing to call it as. At the same time, it is a very happy thing to just move on from, since three of the player at the same time got knocked and finished in this very prison scenario. They are doing good as they have already contributed collected 9 frags for the team. 9th last place standing is over here, is just trying to make out some sort of cover in this very prison scenario. Tash will be the last man standing. He's just looking after some fine angles to go for the shots. Look at that. Looking sports also that accident has stuck 16 without any of the elimination. So 0 points for them to have it. For the team Zero Evolution as well, they are at a very serious situation for the team. Morvex Sports, 2 women standing since two of the player already got knocked. And please look at the team Zero Evolution. They also got exited with 4 frag, with 3 frag has been kicked out by the team Zero Initiative elimination. And rather than that, 1 frag has been collected while getting into the very zone. But look at that, they also got exited from the lobby. For the team Mind Taste, last place standing will be our Tap 01 in name of M Mini. There comes the domination with the 3 elimination in this very present scenario. So he's doing good. Look at the team. Terra Esports. Last place standing. Tasi is over here. They have had got double digit kill points, but that does really matter. But in this very present scenario, the normal advantage will be a very great asset for them to have had. Sadly, they don't have had the normal advantage. So last player need to be more conscious and just try to grab some sort of placement point, which doesn't sound that hard to take, since only 5 teams need to get dead in this very prison scenario, and the zone is stage 5, and going for the another stage of the zone, that will be stage 6. Yeah, guys, for the team Miracle, last place standing for the team Zero Initiative also got dead by now, and they have got into hashtag 13 without any elimination. So they also face a 0 pointer match. Look at the team, none other than Cam Caraveri Sports. 3 players standing for that very team. One of the player already got knocked in flinch for the team. Mind is they don't even have had a healings in order to do that. So look at the team. Atara Sports, Tasi is over here. Both of the players are being ready with the very grenade. Let's just see which grenade gonna be the very first one to connect out. Look at that. Both of the player go for the grenade, but as the very player on the downside, Mind Taste is at a very low HP without any of the healings, so it was easier to tackle him down through that grenade. He only needs some decent damage to get killed out at this very prison scenario. The damage was equal for both of the players, but the player got killed because of being in a very low HP. Beside of that, there are 9 teams available with 17 players in this very prison scenario. Some sort of enemies are outside the very zone. 1, 2, and 3 teams are outside the very zone. They need to quickly get retreated into the very zone. Look at the team, none other than the team Secret Way, as they were the hashtag 2 in the very first match. By the time they have had got into the very hashtag 9 by the times, but in context of getting the certain placement point on the side, they mostly need to get into the very hashtag 8 in order to get appreciated by those of the placement point. If you need some sort of placement point, then you definitely have to comes under hashtag 8, then only you will be appreciated by those of the points. Look at the team ABC is put at that very point. Look at the last place standing for the team 4 years 4 strategy also got not 4 strategy but 4 strengths also got at knocked and finished at hashtag 9 without any of the frags or what? Yeah. For the team Hatara crew, they got executed hashtag 8 with 11 frags, which definitely means that they have had got 12 points in this very game. Look after that. A battle crew is trying to go for the grenade. First knock for the team and making some sort of hard in hard situation for the team. Kami Sports to field. And look after that. The revival hammer has already been initiated in this very prison scenario for the team. Yes, W Secret Way. One of the player got knocked out. That will be a very, very bad thing for them to look after, and the grenade wouldn't be that effective enough since the projectile doesn't seem to be accurate at the place. Look after that. Enigma is trying to just make this game a little bit easier by reviving that one player, but it is being a very difficult job to do by now, as it is being some sort of hard to just manage that rush. Yeah, stopping that certain rush against them, and about to turn that recovery phase on this time as well. And look after that for the team QQ, Lexus also got knocked and finished in this very prison scenario in name of Enigma. There comes the domination after eliminating 3 of the players. Look after that for the team. Secret Wait, 2 player available. The player has already got revival in this very prison scenario. Remaining of the 6 teams are over here. That has already been converted into 5 teams, as the team Kami Sports got completely exited from the lobby. The team ABC, one of the players got knocked out for this very team. Secret Way as well as the last place standing were over there at that very place. Look at the team Mad Monkeys. Last one is standing for this very game. Far Boys have had maximum chances of winning this battle. Yeah, as like I mentioned now, to look after this, 3 teams, VER, Samyam, and Vex are over here. For the team AMM, it is some sort of hard to do that. So since they have to come in open in order to get into the very zone, for which Far Boys Sports is gatekeeping. The revival, however, has already been started. The team, none other than Mad Monkeys, are trying to get into the very zone. Last place standing for the team, none other than Morbid Sports, however, had to do that 1v3 in this very prison scenario, as the revival, however, has already been initiated for the team. For the team, it is they have had the maximum chance to win this battle. For the team FPZ, they are just coming closer for the last player, starting closer. Okay, first off, and have a this very prison scenario at on that point. Yes, guys, the very last the youth player also got exited from the lobby, and Fireboys Gaming does this game on their side, and that was really fabulous. They have had a still second inner from Team Yam Yam and Sky, not Sky, but Secret Way, and at last from the Team Matrix as well. And after those stealing, they finally able to grab this game on their side. That was really fabulous battle to do right at the time. And look at it, that for the team FBZ, Bad Boys Gaming have a roar in the lobby. This role definitely goes far in this very prison scenario. They have had got 5 for 11 frags in total, so 21 points. As like the very last match drawn by the team, none other than Mad Monkeys. They have had also grabbed that chicken dinner with 21 points. By now, we have to talk about the frag by BIXPM. He have had contributed 5 frag, but look at the team. KOIMMKRU and MKLUN have has been a top fragger for the lobby with 5 elimination and 808 damage with 1 assist and 159 healings with 15 minutes of survival. This will be our top 5 player, whereas the very first one will be our MK Loon, second one will be our Big PM with 5 elimination, third one will be our MHMM Yam Mini with 4 elimination for the team Morovix as the last player was available at that time. And we'll talk about another player, Triple Enigma, with 3 frags. But look at the last player is there with 7 frag, not 7 but 4 frag. But look at the damage. The damage difference lead the Enigma to be has 4th, and the very player EFV Lelo 77 at 5th. Look at the match rankings for the team EFCG. It was a very fabulous battle. As like I already mentioned of that, they got the second winner with 21 points. After the hashtag 2, there comes the team Morvix Esports with 16 points. Hashtag 3rd will be Atara Esports, as they have had done a very fine elimination in this very game, but they couldn't able to sustain long since they couldn't able to save their player at the time. In the very same time, 3 players got knocked out, as I remember. For the 4th, there will be our Mad Monkeys with 10 points for 5, Secret Way with 9. 6 will become Army with 6, 7 will be King of Israel with 6, at has 0 Evolution with 4, at 9 QQ Esports with 4, 10 Mindtest with 4, 11 Killer Q and Randys with 3, 12 Barrel Q with 3, 13 4 is Strength with 1, and 14 will be Top Team with 1, 15 Top Star with 1, 16 JR Esports with 1, 17 4 Quality Sports with 1. Remaining of the teams who clean Team Hope and Zero Initiative are there without any the points. Not a good match for them to have it. So let's go to overall rankings. For now, we have to talk about the overall top fragger, and that was the player none other than Top Icon. In the very first match, he have had contributed 10 frags. So by this very game, he have had only but frag, but in total, he is at on top player list with 11 frags and 1544 damage. And then second, Hunso is at on second with 8 elimination, and he's for the team Mad Monkeys. At on third, Enigma with 4 elimination for the team Secret Way. At on fourth, at Sidoku with 6 elimination. At on 5, FPZ 2 picks PM with 5 elimination and 879 damage for Fargo Sports, the champion team. For the very last match, the map of Myanmar, but the team MM, they have had got into the very top, so they are doing fine. Yes, in the very first match, they have had got 10 points. Then after that, they have had just got 21 points, which lead them to have had 31 points in total. And the Nasdaq 2 top will be in second with 26 points without in second. But look at the third, FBZ are here with 24 points in total. As they got the very second in the very first match, they have had only got 3 points. And in Nasdaq 4, there comes the Secret Way with 21 points. 5 will be Vex with 19, 6 will be Atsu with 15, 7 will be Kam with 14, 8 will be Koi with 10, 9 will be ABC with 9, 10 will be GE Black Cream Sports with 6, 11 will be QQ with 5, 12 JR with 5, 13 JT with 4, 14 Num with 4, 15 PSX with 4, 16 KKR with 3, 17 top with 3, 18 Pookie with 2, in 19 Jetai with 2, and 20 will be Hope with 0. And this will be our overall rankings, as we have had already completed two of the matches, which has been taken out by Mad Monkeys and Far Vijay Sports. In the very first match, Mad Monkeys got a very beautiful chicken dinner with 21 points. So do as like the FPC also got this chicken dinner on their side with 11 points as a frag point, as we have to call that. Last three match remaining, the very third map will be the map of Rondo, as like we have had seen two different teams winning two different map or games. I'm expecting our very third team to get this chicken dinner for the Rondo map. The Rondo map, the two life map, is in every player will able to get all lifeline for them to have it after being dead, as with the recall system will be there. So I'm really excited, pretty much excited for that new meta map to sort out, and I'm waiting for that. I hope you guys are doing well, and we will be back in the very third match, the map of Rondo. Till then, if you are new to the very channel, make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll be right back. Okay, guys, welcome for the third day. It's not third day, but welcome for the third time. Third time for the third match, as we just have had take a small break and has been back with the same energy, same intensity. I hope you guys are doing well. We have had already seen two different teams winning two different matches. The very first match, Iringal has been win out by the team. None other than yes, Kite Mad Monkeys in the very second game has been win out by the team with 21 points as well, and that was by the team none other than Fireballs Sports. And we are here for the third map of the day, and that will be the map of none other than Rondo Yes, guys, are you guys excited to see the map of Rondo in this very prison scenario? We have 20 teams in this very prison situation, but I'm really excited to see if there is recall or not. I guess there is recall, and most probably there must be. And as like I mentioned out, there is recall, so each and every teams have had got all lifeline to use if they died in the very first one. The player, the teammates will definitely gonna be helping them to get another one lifeline by recalling them. Look at that very two different plane path in this very prison situation. Look at that. Teams are going to the area of stadium as well in this very prison scenario. Okay, look at that. For the team 4Q, for quality sports are over there with another one team. I didn't exactly know which was that team, but I'm expecting a clutch or a cause between those of the teams. We can expect a very fine clash between that team as well in this very present scenario. And another one team was our yellow color team. What was that team? I don't exactly know, but let's just say that the Jones seems to be unfamiliar for most of the teams. This favor out each and every teams in the lobby by now. But look at that. Last two teams are going to add the zone in this very present scenario. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, not just two, but three or four teams are over there at that very point. Among 20 of the teams, five teams are in the very zone. Rather than that, most of those teams are outside of that. But Ting Long Garden is the area that is favorite out by the zone in this very present scenario. This is the very stage one zone, and the stage one zone seems to be really small, as like the very third stage zone in the very other map, like Iringal and Miramar. As we have to compare out with that, this is a very short map, but the MB was much more than of Miramar, I guess. This Miramar is at of some sort of 350 MB, but the single map Rundu itself is 500 plus MB. So in context of MB, it is bigger, but in terms of area, I guess it is smaller than other maps as we have to see above the zone. For the team, ABC players are getting knocked and finished in this very prison scenario. Look at the team's secret way. For the team, Zero Evolution as well, one of the player of five already got knocked and finished at that very time. Remaining of the three players are available. Look at that one of the players of the team. Farwood just got knocked out at this very point, but Haber has to go for the fight. They were the champion for the very last match. Okay, one of the player, two of the player, three of the player at the time got knocked out. Okay, last place standing is over here. Has to be safe in order to have each and every player to get recall on time. For the team top esports as well, four players are back on the Exxon, whereas the very first player got knocked out. The very champion player, or not champion, but a top player in collective two matches. 11 frag has been picked out that certain player in the very two different matches. As in the very first one, he have had picked 10 frag, and in the very second was the map Miramar was not fine enough for that very time. We got exited with a single frag, and that has also been contributed by that player, so-called Icon at the time. And look at that, nice spray, nice knock, and that will be nice finish. I have to say that, but he do face that bag strap, and that bag strap really got him in this very risky situation. Look at the very team for quality esports. They have had already got three frag on their side. Look at the player casually. For the team top player who got knocked in finish, but sad for the team Zero Evolution. They couldn't able to use their second lifeline and got dead in the very first one, since there is no any active player that goes or that went to that recall center on time. So all of the players got dead at the same time, which definitely couldn't able to make the team to rely on the very second lifeline. We have to talk about the team, none other than Mad Monkeys in this very present scenario. They are just moving out from this area as they were the very championing for the very first game. In total, they're at an hashtag one with 41 points in total. Second will be the very team. Yav VZ Farboy Sports as champion for the second one. If you do know about that, if you don't, then let me tell you. They also have had a very fine second dinner with 21 points in the very last match. The map of none other than Miramar itself, and this is a very third map. Okay, 19 teams. Okay, for the team Koi Sports, one of the player also got knocked and finished. Look at the team. Galaxy Sports player are getting knocked and finished. For the team Hobby Sports, the very first player. Regularly, I'm seeing that Rosemary Haber has been a very first player who got knocked and finished, or the very first casualty for the team. I did not know the exact reason behind that, but that was a true fact that I must need to consider at this very point. Or I have just to point out that a situation for the team. Just bandage the playing process over here for the team GRE Sports. They are picking up some sort of a frag from the team, none other than Zero Initiative. Miracle just got knocked and finished in the very last match. He was the last player survival for the team. Last man contributor, last place survival, or whatever it may be say as. At the time, the player just got knocked out in this very prison scenario and trying for the finish. Miracle already got knocked and finished in this very prison scenario. So Zero Initiative Hanji have had already been to that recall center in order to revive that one player or recall one that player in this prison situation. Most number of the teams got outside the very zone in this very prison scenario. They have to manage or bypass 1500 meter. Some of the teams have had managed 200 meter inside the zone as well. This will be some sort of hard and hard situation. Go for it. We are going for the another stage of the zone. That will be our stage 2, and I'm obviously ready for that. Only 3 seconds left for the another zone shifting. I'm really excited to see the shifting and look at that. Thin long garden. Got the very cool zone. Got the very center of the zone. In this very present scenario, look at that finish. Taken out by the player none other than Zero Initiative himself. The first deploying process Saber has already been started in this very present scenario and have had already run that. They have had got 4 frag, whereas been 2 frag has been contributed by the solo player Miracle in this very present scenario. We have to talk about the team Hope Sports. Fourthly standing lies this over here with a single frag Rosemary and our another one player, Use Soul, is here without any of the frag points. 4 minutes standing for the certain team. Moreover, they got the very first frag by now. But look at the team secret way. The very same story as like allowed, as they have had also a very single frag on their name, whereas 4 players standing with one player just got knocked out, but the revival won't be that hard enough to do. For the team BEX, player are getting knocked and finished by the team. Top Star Sports Whiskey just got a frag. And look at that. Get Logic also got knocked out from Geek Green Sports. For the team 4FS, they got into the very fights of Geek Green Sports and player are getting dead. At that very current point, Mad Monkeys are here in order to fight with the team. Let's go for the battle. After this, okay, one of the player for the team already got knocked in the team. That will be cooler. And it is the very first time when this player got knocked out at the very first stage. Rather than that, in the very last 2 matches, the very player Maraman was the very player to get exited at the very first stage. But look at the team. Secret way. Last one is standing. They have had already grabbed 2 frag on this very situation. This was a grenade, but could not able to connect a bit against that player or enemy player at this very time. Let's look after that. There goes the perfect grenade against that armor, and he just got knocked out in the then trying to go for the vehicle spray. That was fine, but not that good in this very prison situation. And Tony is the last and the least representative body left for the team, and he's responsible for performing the vertical act. And it was a very, very responsible thing to do by now, a very big responsibility on his shoulder at this prison scenario. Look after that. Hope for the team. Hope sports player are getting knocked and finished. The healing ups of habit has already been started for the team secret way. As we have to talk about that, Enigma got knocked out and finished without any of the frag in the very last one. He was the one to contribute most of the frag for the team. But yeah, every day is on Sunday. As like that, every game will only go as like the very last one. As we have to just yeah, talk about that. Secret ways over here to the player already got knocked and finished. Okay, he haven't already gone for the grenade job for the 2 times, but that haven't had been effective to call it as. Look at that. Trying to get into the very fights. One of the players is just reviving a player at the time and haven't already done that. 66 players and 19 teams are available. whereas players are also getting casualty in this very present scenario. And we are going to further analyze table zone. That will be our stage start. Are you guys excited to see the next 15? For the team KKR, Riggs just got knocked and finished at the time. For the team GR as well, gentlemen also got knocked out outside the very zone. Not a good thing to call it as. Okay, let's go for the spray, and that will be a very fine knock at this very place, and that knock was against the team Farbuj Sports, the champion for the very last match, the map of Miramar. They have had got a beautiful second inning in the very last match with 21 points in total. Look after that for the team Cam Army are getting closer for the team. There are only three players available. One of the player for the team is absent in this very present situation. Trying to go for the grenade, haven't had been through it. Havertz has to go for the start, the first connection, but look at that. Another one player also got knocked out. The player at the same time got knocked out. Last place standing is available. So let's go. Have had a vehicle to move in. Player are also get knocked and finished at hashtag 18. Cam Army also got exited from the lobby. And last one, the remaining 18 teams are over here for the team Secret Way. One of the players just got knocked out, two other players just got finished off. Last place standing will be over here, and Haver has to go for the clutch. And this will be some sort of hard and hard situation, but not really. 1v2 have had already been done, but not 1v3 at this point. The last player just managed it out, the team from being 1v3 at this time, whereas one of the player already got knocked and finished, and remaining of the two players got knocked out, whereas the very last player goes strongly, fight strongly, and make that fight on the side and competitive rivals of the player and have had contributed or converted that solo game into 3-1, and they gonna be definitely go to that recall tower in order to recall that one knocked and finished player. Look at the team Brooklyn Sport. Two of the player have has already got exited. Last room standing. Let's see the map view. Whereas for the team SC, as Luko just got knocked out, but the revival habit has already been done at the time. So need to worry at the very present momentum. Look at that. Players are getting constant knocked in this very present scenario. Also got finished up by the team Fuki Sports, I guess. This comes the shot against that certain player. Player are also getting knocked and finished. Zeus also got knocked out. And guys, let's go with that. Okay, that players are also being dead in this very present scenario for the team Killer Crew on Rampage. Four players standing with 8 frags in total, whereas 3 frag has been contributed by a solo frag, another one 3 frag by Week 77. Baka Paka is here with 2 frags, and that was the 2 frag that we must need to consider at this very present scenario. Only 14 seconds left in this very present situation. This is the very stage 4, so we have to go for the another stage of the zone. The looting of resources Haber has already been executed in this very present scenario to call it as they have got 8 frags for the team KKR. Last and the remaining 15 teams are still available over here with the 4. This is a very stage 4. And for the team Top Sports, they have already got 2 frag, and that was clear one than him or her. Remaining of the 3 players are there without any of the frag points, just moving out with the very vehicle approach, just holding and initiating the very bandages. For the team Top Star, 2 of the player already got knocked, trying to go for the spray but couldn't able to connect a bit against that certain player. Look at that for the team 4 as players just got knocked out. Air Tuki also got knocked and finished, but this certain team to have it by the team none other than 4 Quality Sports in this very present scenario. Look at that. 47 player and 14 teams are still available. This was the shots. And there was a very blue flag. One can left in this very present scenario. To go for the stage 4 shoot, we have to go for the zone. That will be stage 5 in this very present scenario. This goes the constant shots and constant finish at that point to look after it. Players are getting not just knocked but a complete finish at that point as well. For the team FPG, CQ is over here. Tony is trying to get down in this situation. Let's look after that. Only 40 players and teams are available in this present scenario. Remaining of the 13 teams are competing for the chicken dinner. in this stage 5 zone of none other than Rondo map itself. This is a some sort of a really a small area to really on for the team. 13 teams and 40 players. The zone seems to be really crowded, but somehow players are managing out in this very present scenario. That is good to see that. Rather than that, 12 teams and 36 players are available in this very present scenario. Our battle crew also got knocked and finished from the lobby at stack 13, I guess. I guess they have had also figured out some sort of points on their name, but that was only a point for this match, and that must be frag since we haven't been converted into a second in order to get appreciated by those of the placement point. Look at the team FEZ for YG Sports. Triple standing, I guess, for that certain team as well. For the team MM Plus, there comes the over squad. Goes the fine spray, and that will be the very fine knock at that place to look after it. Only 26 players and 12 teams are available for the team OP Sports. One of the player Tasi already got knocked in finish, just trying to make out a certain cover out of nowhere by using that certain cover maker at the time. For the team Fukyu, Rix already got knocked out. This goes the grenade for the team KKR. Players have been got knocked out through bursting. Players are getting knocked and finishing numerous number, whereas our team OQ got exited as 11 with 3 frags. And this from the domination in of Ben Litz for the team. Brooklyn Sports also got exited at hashtag 10. Okay, not really. We have 10 teams left. That must be the alert glitch to have at for the team Fukyu Sports. Player are getting knocked and finished in this very present scenario. Remaining of the 25 players and 10 teams are still here. Okay, I'm pretty much excited to see the next 15 as the map of none other than stage 7. Norm 044 is trying to go with the grenade. Look at that, the constant shot, the instant shot player. Abar has to go for the spray. That makes a fine spray, and the player Abar has been converted into a very low HP. Last 10 teams has been here in this very present scenario. The bandage blank process Abar has already been started. 125 seconds left in this very present scenario to go for it. Okay, trying to go for that player shot constantly at this very of the manner. Okay guys, last in the list 9 teams after the casualty of the one extra team. Then we gonna be definitely comes around hashtag 8 who will able to grab or get appreciated by the placement point by being under hashtag 8. Okay, for the team 9 days. No player standing. Last player standing also got exited from the lobby for the team 4Q Esports. So yeah, they got exited as 9 criminalness. Okay, and Mad Monkeys just got exited as like 8 with Excel machine, as we must need to consider that. This goes of concern starts to make that knockoff finish, but look at that. Yes, the Apollo also got converted into a very low HP team. Hope also got exited as like 7. Look after that. 3 teams available in this very present situation. The fight was really faster than we expected. Right now, 47th got exited at Rastak 5, Mintes got exited at Rastak 4. Remaining of the 3 teams are available as like this. And for the team Hatara crew, they have had already grabbed out 11 frags as like the very last match. But in the very last match, they have had got a single placement point. But by now, they have been into Aztec thought they could able to grab 5 points as placement by now, but let's see how far does they go. Either hashtag 2 or hashtag 1, or have has been exited with that only 5 points at hashtag third. That is a questionable thing to look after it. This was a constant start to make some sort of difficult scenario to look after it. 122 seconds left by now. This is the very specimen, and we are going for the next stage of the zone. That will be collapse protocol for sure to be. Look at that. Yeah, Fizzy is facing some sort of zone damage by now and trying to go for the shots. I guess that they will decide to deny his skill, and I was right. He have denied it. Look after that. In the down inside, there is a whole squad of Authoric crew. By this time, the very first player got knocked out, but that was very same for the enemy team. Hatara crew as well. Last place standing the team top team, and look at that. Last player was Icon, and he also got exited from the lobby. And Nepali team as well. Hatara crew, the killer crew. I was just win out this battle, and this game second winner goes to the team none other than Hatara Sports, and they do deserve this. Their hard work really pays off in this very match. Congratulations for the team for the beautiful second dinner as the way they capitalize and all of the stuff has done systematically, which lead them to have had this beautiful second dinner on their very side. So congratulations to the team Hatara crew. So yeah, let's go to the winning second dinner team's stats. That gonna be so awesome. The true potential or the true contribution by the players, overall players, or solo contributions that must need to be appreciated by looking after it. Are you guys ready to see that? I'm ready for that. And look at this. Team Azia Tara crew have done a very beautiful second dinner on their side. So congratulations to the team. So we have to go to the team stats. As like I already called that Zoom. Abad got 7 frag by his side. He must be the top fragger. And second one will be our Tasi. He is here without any of the frag points. Apollo is here with 3 frags and Loco with 3. 3, 3, 6, 6, 6, 6, 12, 13 frag in total. 23 points for them to have at this beautiful second on their side. This will be our third map, and for the third map, the MVP will be our player, none other than Azam, as he have had got 7 frags on his own with 14 and 14 damage, 1414 damage, 2 assists, 259 heals, and 2 minutes and 44 survival. In the recent match, there are top 5 players, and that will be our ultimate sprint frags. Grishu with 5, Loco with 3, fourth with 4, our fourth model 874 with 4, and Wick 77 with 5. This will be our top 5 players. Let's go to the match rankings, whereas the HC got this beautiful second on their side with 23 points at an hashtag 2. Farboy is gaming with 17 points, Todd Killer Q and Rampage with 14, fourth will be top team with 11, 5, for strength with 10, 6, mind test with 9, not 9 but 8 at 7, for Q Sports with 7, and Mad Monkeys with 7, 9, Zero Initiative with 6, 10, Brooklyn Sports with 5, 11, OQ with 4, and then after 12, Morvix Sports with 4, Thought Team Hope with 3, and Top Stars with 3, Secret Way with 2, and Cam Army with 1, and remaining of the teams are in 1 points or Battle Crew, Jerry Sports King of Israel, but not Hero Evolution. They got isolated without any points. So yeah, we have to talk about the overall top fraggers. Icon is at on top with 12 points. 12 elements in total, 19 on 25 damage. At on second, Azum is at on second with 9 elements. Loki is at on third with 9 elements. Unsu is at on fourth with 10 elements. And Yasiku is here without with 8 elimination and has struck 5. And this will be our overall top fraggers, and this will be our leaderboard. Whereas FBZ, not FCG, but FBZ. Farboys Gaming is at on top with 41 points. At second, there comes the team with a 38 point, only 3 point gap. Third will be HC team with 38 points. Fourth will be Top Esports 37. 5 will be SW with 23, and 6 will be Vex with 23. 7 KKR with 17. 8 KAM with 15. 9 4SX with 14. 10 Nombi with 12. 11Z with 11, 12 Kui with 11, Thought ABC with 10, 14 Fuki with 9, and 15 Kiku with 8, I guess. Jedi with which one is this? Jedi with 8, Top with 6, GR with 6, JT with 4, and Oku will be here with 3, and this will be our overall rankings. And we have already completed 3 of the different matches, so last and least remaining 2 matches are left over there as the map of Iringar and Miramar. We have already completed 3 maps, where the very first match has been picked up by the team Yaman, second by FPC, and third with, let's say, as two of the teams in a row got that second winner with 21 and 21 points. But at on third, Team HC just come over Atara Crew and have added that second winner with 23 points, and that is highest than the very last two matches. And yes, guys, we have had already completed three matches. Last two matches will be held in some sort of time period. Till then, we have to go for the short and sweet break. We'll be right back after a break. Make sure to like, please subscribe, and till then, bye bye. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back for the fourth time of the night, and we are back again for the fourth match of the night, and that will be the map of none other than Wrangle. Are you guys excited to see the battle? If you ask me, then I'm really excited to see the battles. We have already encountered three of the matches. First match, Wrangle, second match, Miramar, and third one will be the Rundu, and this will be our fourth match. The very last match, the very team, Taraku, I guess that was a Nepali team. They have grabbed very good. But okay, I have to correct one mistakes, and the map, the very next map that will gonna be holding will be the map of Miramar, not Iringal. The Iringal will be at the very last, so we have to wait till the end in order to encounter that last battle as well. By now, the map will be Miramar, the longest strategic map, the second Miramar map for the night. I'm really excited to show you and see the battles with you, share the screen with you, and each and everything. So let's go to the map. The plane Haber has already been flying in the sky of Miramar itself with 20 teams and 78 players in this pretty pleasing scenario. And we are looking after the team top esports, and in the very first match, they are rising like they never does with 20 frag points. In the very second one, they have had one grabbed or single frag points. In the very third one, I guess some sort of three or four, and in the very fourth, this will be the very fourth one. But yeah, only the very first match was very fabulous for them to have it. If they have had a very fine second in the very first match, the loss of the last two matches will be recovered in the very first one, but couldn't able to do that. So yeah, they definitely have to try their level best in the remaining of the matches, which will be our Miramar and Drengal. Okay, guys, that will be the very thing to talk about. The zone doesn't seems to be familiar for most of the teams, as most of the teams drop location was outside of that. Moreover, the plane path haven't had been favored out by the zone. But the team who just chose out to go to Picado will be highly appreciated or highly favored out by the zone. As there goes the team like our team, Top Esports, and rather than that, other teams as well. And we are over here. Look at that. KKR have already got into the verified with the Kam Esports, whereas one of the player already got knocked out and trying for the finish. Okay, the humiliation process need to be restarted over here. Okay, look at that. He have had already gone for that since he don't have or got any of the arms at the time or any guns at the time. So he had to work on with that knife at the time. But look at the team, none other than Mad Monkeys, Summon team for the very first one over here as it is. One of the players just got knocked out for that very team as well. The healing up process however has been already done by the team. Yemem Omar, look at that. One of the player Hunsu just got knocked out. Another one player Tony is as okay is also converted into a very low HP. At the last he also got exited from the lobby. GRR getting ready in this very present scenario. Team Top Esports is looking after here. And for the top, there comes the very first frag for the team to have it. For the team top, Team Esports, 4 place standing. Look at the team ZR Esports. JRX Italian JRXK is over here getting ready with the very grenade in this very present scenario. We have to talk about the team JT, and they were the very team to get exit with 0 point in the very last match. I think team JT aren't having good matches so far. So let's see. Okay, for the team Cam will be the very first team to get exited at hashtag 20, I guess, with a 0 points. Cam, that was not a good game for them to have. But in total, they have got 15 points in 4 matches. Till now, they're at on hashtag 8, but they're gonna be surpassed by the downside team, just like 4SX and Nom. And G is also closer, but not that closer. These two teams are more likely to surpass the team Khan Sports by the team by this, of the very match. Mad Monkey Sports, last room is standing. Two of the player already got knocked and finished, and they are in hashtag second in this very present scenario. As Far Boys Sports surpassed them with 2 points, as we can clearly see that trying to make out a certain angle in order to go for the shots. But look at the team. For this very team, the very first casualty will be the player, none other than Frog. Crazy Frog in this very present situation, and he is the only player to grab or contribute team some sort of frags, which is one in number. Rather than him, remaining of the player, available player, are there without any of the points or frag points. Top team is here with us a very 4 man standing in this very area. Top team got the number advantage in this very present situation. Look at that. Cloud is working on different initiative angles to fight on. Omar is here. Team ZR are coming closer. They score the shots, but couldn't able to manage or knock at the place. But that team player, one of the players, is at a really low SP. Omar has to get up in this very present situation here, but has to manage the clutch. He got 31 on hand. So let's see how does this clutch. I'm hoping for the fine. Let's just get ready with Fuji. He's choosing shotgun over AKM. Okay, look at that. Look at that. Nice damage. The very first knock. One in one. Hammer has to go for the 1v3. Okay, just trying to get down in order to get some sort of cover from the very teammate. But look at that. Omar is facing constant shots and trying for the finish. And he have already converted into a very finish. Let's see. Last place standing will be our Klaus over here. And Klaus Haber has to do this clutch. This must be hard in this very present scenario as the last place standing, and there is the team Hatara Esports. They have already got 2 frag, and 2 frag has been contributed by the pro player Apollo, and they were the champion for the very third matches. But by the time they have had normal advantage with the starting 2 frags on their account or on their points table as for the third, not third, but fourth matches. I must have to say that. Look after that. QI have had managed to get themselves knocked, and that will be the very finish by the team JD Sports. They have had collected 2 frags, as in the very last match they have has to get dead without any of the points. Last game was 0 pointer match for this team to have had. Look at the team JD Sports. They got exited at Aztec 18 with 2 frags. Okay, Zero Revolution got knocked and finished at that point. I'm okay. Make that knocked and finish on time. I was wrong at this momentum. Overall, they have had got a squad fight on their side without losing a single player. Look at that knock for the team Jedi. I'm trying to say the team Jedi Zero Initiative. My tongue just slipped out at that point, but never mind. The revival has already been started for the team. Zero Initiative has to go for that. Atangovadi just managed out a knock at that place. Let's go for that. The revival habit has already been done for the team Zero Initiative. 4 players standing as like they need to be. Let's go for the cross, but sadly two of the player in this very present scenario got knocked at the very same time. The revival individually started in this very present scenario, and that habit has just been started. Let's see and let's hope for the fine revival over here. Let's get ready. Yeah. Group Union Sports, last place standing, 3 of the player already got knocked in place without any of the flag points. Last one is responsible for the team points for the very fourth match. Already get down in this very present scenario. This must be the very first knock. I will have to go for the kill. That's still unable to completely knocked and finish that one player. Second knock. Okay, nice one. 1v3. I will have to go for the 1v3, but couldn't able to do that. So the only job he could do by now is to do 1v2, and the 1v2 really needs some confident on skill, some serious shotgun skills to do that. So in that such pressurized situation as well, he have done a very fine job. But yeah, nice try. But that certain team also got exited without any of the points in this very present scenario. 0 point match for the team, none other than Ukraine Sports as well. Okay, guys, remaining 15 teams. This is the very stage 2, and we are going for the another stage of the zone. That will be definitely the stage third. For the top esports, we are looking out this top. By this time, they have had got 5 elimination, whereas 4 elimination has been contributed by a solo player, so-called Model 874. And then after that, another one frag by the player, none other than Top Icon. And two of the player, Flower C and Y, are here regarding the frag points. Moreover, they are available. That is a great asset for them to have at by now. 56 players and 15 teams are over here. And we are going for the analysis of the zone in terms of 3 seconds. Listen that by this time, almost 2 minutes left for another zone 15. Okay, for the team top, they have got into that downhill side, whereas this team, none other than Team BEX, they are working on upper ground advantage in this very present situation. But look at that. Top also trying to get that area or upper hand area, or trying to get into the very top of mountain. But look at that, this will be the another knock for the team, another heartbreak for the team top esports. Two player in constant, as they were the only player that is contributing in terms of frag for the team. It is a really bad thing for the team to just face out in this such a crucial momentum, as the game is being converted into the very third stage of the zone. Okay, guys, for the team, okay, another one team also come closer. That was the team none other than Top Stars. Morbig Sports is here with the very first frag, and they are at on hashtag. How much they are at on? Let me just check it out instant. Morbex Sports. Okay, there is the team Hatara Crew, and they were the champion for the very last match with the maximum number of points taken in have had been grabbed by the certain team. I guess 16 frag points, and in total they have had grabbed some sort of 26 points in total. I guess that was really great. That was highest among the teams so far for the matches. Look after that. Two of the player already got knocked in place, and they got the hashtag one position. That could be still out by the team, none other than top by now. Trying to go for the sniper shot. Let's go for the shots, but that couldn't able to get connected. But both of the player have at the sniper. Look at that. See, this man is on knock against the team Zero Evolution. Where he have had managed on knock against offline player. As that the player name is offline, but he is online. Yeah. Okay, that also creates some sort of confusion if he have had knocked offline player, or the player with the name offline, that is different. Okay, guys, for the team top esport, two of the player who have had contributed the frag have had already got out of the lobby. One player who have had contributed the very four frag also, yeah, for has been initiated or eliminated throughout the lobby. By this time, Moravec Sports is trying to go for the shots. Look at that. One of the player for the team already got knocked in his last room time. Look at that. Team top star got eliminated at hashtag 15 with one and only elimination in this very present situation. The revival for the team Moravec Sports Saber has already been started. One of the player got knocked in place, but never mind. Remaining with three players, I stand by strongly at that point. So they have definitely have to work for the streaming domination. At this very time, mind tastes are just getting ahead. By this very time, they're at this stage. They are at this comes the constant shots against that certain player. The bank process is being started in this very present scenario. That is really a very fine thing. Okay, for the team Mindtest, they are at on hashtag 10 with 12 points. In this very present scenario, they just have to grow up and up and up. For the team Farboys Gaming, for this very team, they have had, only got a frag two of the player for that certain team have had only got a great look at that spray by the Morbid Sports. One of the player for the team Morbid Sports got knocked in finish, but remaining of the three players are trying their level best. Look after the team, none other than Five Boys Sports, which just got the Aztec one position by now. for that very team. But why now we have to talk about that another team so called Hattara Sports as well. Their add-on hashtag third with 38 point and 2 points in this very match. But look after the team top is but they got 37 points in total three matches and then another 5 points in this very match that make them to be at on hashtag two and they are just targeting to go for hashtag one in this very present scenario. That must be their ultimate goal to set out. Let's look up to the team none other than Hottara Crew. More victory sports are coming closer in context of battle. Okay, guys, one of the player already got knocked in finish. Here comes the grenade, and two of the player at the same time got knocked out. Morbid Sports is trying to go for the shot, and match makes a complete knock at the time. Have has to get ready with the very grenade. The zone is being converted into the area of power grid, as like I already mentioned. Now the Picado Hill got a very fine zone, and the deep among or center of that area got the centric position of the zone at the time and trying to go for the grenade but haven't been through it. But the team with tough lob however has gone for that shot but haven't had get connected as expected. By this time Morvex is over here as the last Pistani. He's trying to pick any fine frags that he ever could by this very time. It is really essential to be available and alive at this very time. They're just getting down in order to go for the grenade. Have it already gone for that. Look at that. As the last standing three of the player already got knocked in, finished the healing up battle. Habit has already started. He had to done that on time, remaining three first aid. In this very present scenario, and that will be the last and the least initiation of the player that got exited by now. The looting up process has already been initiated for this very team. For that team, none other than Morvix, they have had got 9 frags in total. There is the team so-called Mind Test. For the team Normal Sport, two of the player already got knocked in finish. Two times of player got knocked in finish on the last from stand were over here. There comes the constant shots against that certain player trying to get healed up with that the very use of first aid. Look at the team second way for the spirit team. One of the player already got knocked in finish, another one player just got knocked out. Remaining the two players are still available here as it is. Trying to get that knock and finish. Look at that. That will be the beautiful knock and finish. Okay, the bandage applying process need to be restarted on time, whereas one of the player flex got knocked and finished in this very present scenario. Rosemary. Oh, Rosemary also got knocked out at that time point. And for the team OB Sports, last two women stand to the player already got knocked out in this very present situation. This soul is getting closer for the fight, but look at that. Last player, last vote for the Hope Sport will be Liz and the Hope got demised like that, and the team Hope got out of the lobby at hashtag 2 bill with only 2 elimination at the point. Hope source against that player for the team ABC Sports. This goes the very fine swords, but Haver has to go with the grenade. Look at that zone 15. Haver already been shifted in that certain area and or also called as the centric area between Power Grid and Picado. That sounds fine. Look at the team top esports. Last room is standing. Two of the player already got knocked in. Finished. Many of the two player haven't had grabbed any of the frags yet. But the player who just got dead could able to grab such a fine frag. Whereas one of the player model 874 have grabbed 4 frag for his team on his own. That is really fine. Look at that. Enigma also got finished by the team Key Carry Sports. Okay, they have created a very hard. Uh, Situation for that player and there is no any other option to do rather than being dead like that since it is really hard as situation as like that situation to do instant clutch 1v3 clutch at the point. So yeah, that was a true fact for the team. Minded Sports, two of the player already got knocked in finish but have got 2 frags for the team ABC Sports as well. Willis Sir also got knocked out by Top Y. Top and it's a blank has been already initiated. Trying to go for that with the grenade. This goes the fine grenade, but couldn't able to deal that much fine knock or critical knock at the place. But look at the spray. That was fine one. Flowers is at in the top side area, and he spotted that player and manages that knock on time in this very present scenario. Is trying to get another fine angle in order to go for the fight. Look at this. Okay, guys, one of the player is trying to that the vehicle. This will be the spray. Vehicle is spray, vehicle tracing. But vehicle tracing wasn't that good to make this that player knock at that point. Remaining of the team, Duomen is spanning, just getting closer for the finishing of propose. Look at that for the team Nom. Another one player also got knocked in finish for the team. And look at that spray, but sadly another one player also face out that back strap by the player none other than ABC Divine. Okay, guys, look at that. Mine test also got exited as track 9. Remaining of the 8 teams are available, whereas for the team ABC as well, players are getting knocked and finished. The okay, as track 8 as well. 4 strength just got knocked and finished with all placement point. We have to talk about the remaining 7 teams and 16 players in this very present scenario. The healing observed Haven has already been started and have already done it. Trying to smoke out the situation in this very present scenario. Only 47 seconds left. This is the very still, so we need to go for the unstable zone, and that will be non unstable. Are you guys excited to see that? This was a constant confidence in DK Sports Zero Revolution got exited as 7, and this was a very fine game, finest game till now, as they got 8 frags. Placement altogether they got 9 kills. Look at that. The team top is sports. Flower also got knocked in place. Last place standing will be Y, and he will question himself why he is the very last player to be available here in this such a cruel momentum where he definitely need the number advantage in order to get the chicken dinner to fight among with these of the teams who are just dominating the overall lobby and have it already get into hashtag fight by the time. Look at that, another one team Fireboys Gaming also got exited as so they could able to get 5 points in total with 2 placement point and 3 frag point. We have to talk about the remaining 4 teams, whereas KKR have had got a very last place standing for them to have it, and for the team QQ, not GG, but QQ, they have had the maximum chances of winning this battle since they got the number advantage. Rather than that, remaining of the 3 teams are at an solo for 2 of the teams, ZI and KKR. Rather than that, ABC got that duo on this very present scenario. For the team QQ, they have had the very 3 minutes standing, trying to go for the swords. They scores the swords but couldn't able to connect a bit at this time. Just looking forward for it, and this scores the swords, and that really convert that player into dot as he's trying to just make that area retrievable in order to go to the zone. And this sounds some sort of hard and hard situation to make it out right now. Top 4 teams, which will be that one team to grab this beautiful second in on their side. Second last match for which team it will go as a chicken. Let's look after this. And for the team QQ, they have had a 2-by-1 split in this very present situation. If they have had another one player also available in this very present scenario, then they will definitely try to go for that 2-by-2 split in this very present situation. Not so far. Team QQ are trying to get into the very zone, but look at this. Team Zero initiative last place standing. This goes the shots by Sao himself, and he have had make that fight in finish. Look at the team. ABC last room is standing, and they are going against which of the team? I must have to say that team GG, not GG, but QQ Sports at the time. QQ Sports. They are more likely to get this game on their side, as like I mentioned now. The team QQ got this chicken dinner on their side. Finally, 4 different matches, 4 different champion names for 4 different matches. That was really fabulous to just look after it. In the very first match, we have got the very team to get chicken dinner as what was the team name? That was our Yum Yum Mad Monkeys. Second game was been
has been taken out by the team none other than this person. That's what I mean. I really forgot that, but I will reconsider. Okay, by this time, congratulations for the team QQ for having finally a fine game on their side, and that was none other than chicken itself. Okay, that really helps them to get up in the points table. So congratulations to the team QQ, and we have to go to the team stats quickly. As for the Spirit team, Blind leads have had got no any elimination. No Lob just got 2 frag. Sivsi just got 2 frag and Lexus got 5. Altogether they have had got 9 frags in total, so they got 19-pointer match. For the team, more Vix of Love have had grabbed 5 frags, and he has been MVP for the game with 701 damage, 1 assist, 321 heals, and 16 almost 17 minutes was his survival. And let's go to the another segment that will be our match ranking. Not match ranking, but top 5 player at this time. Next of Lob is here with 5 elimination. Another one player will be our Kikiar MB, Ki Week with 5 elimination as well. OQ Lexus with 5 elimination, and then our player 6 star Jet 6 star is here at hashtag 4 with 3 elimination, and Model S74 is here with 4 elimination in total. And this was our top 5 players in recent match. This will be our match ranking, for which we are waiting for. QQ got a very beautiful chicken dinner with 19 points at on hashtag 2. Killer Q on Brand is here at hashtag 2 with 13, and Thor Zero Nishit with 11, fourth top team with 10, 5 more with Sport with 10, 6-0 Evolution with 9, and 7 Battle Crew with 9, and then after that 4 Strength and Farber Voice Gaming are here with 5 points. Hatara Crew at hashtag 10 with 4 points, 11, Secret Way with 3, Tubel Hope with 2, GR Mind Test, and they are both with 2 points at hashtag 13 and 14. 15 will be Top Star with 1 point, 16 will be Mad Monkeys with 1. Remaining of the teams Brooklyn, Cam Army, King of Israel, and Hope Quality Sports is here without any of the points. That was very bad for them to have. Let's go to the another segment. That will be our today's schedule, whereas our 1, 2, 3, and 4 battle server has already been done, as I was confused to say the name of the team winning the match number 2, and that was our Fargo's giving me 21 points, as like I already mentioned. Now, and third game has been taken out by the team, I guess Nepali team, Hatara Crew, with the 23 points. And yes, guys, at the very recent match, we have had a very new champion team, that was QQ. In the 4 different matches, we have had 4 different champion teams. That is really good to see that. In the very last match, the last match will be the map of known as the Ringle itself. So yeah, let's get ready for the last battle. Favorable map for the most number of the teams, as most number of the teams, and in general as well. We used to play classic on that. So we'll be right back after a short break. We will meet you at the very last match, the map Irengal. Stay tuned. If you are new to the very channel, yes guys, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and support your team in the chat section and guess the result for sure. We'll be right back after a break. Okay, here we are, and welcome for the fifth time, for the fifth match of the night, and the last, the least map of night, and that will be none other than, yes, guys, you guys are expecting right map that will be out. Yeah, all-time favorite map, Erangel, and we are finally on the sky of what, if you ask me, so I'll let you know that this is the very last map. So yeah, the map of Iringa itself, and we are on the sky of Iringa with 74 players and 19 teams. One of the team is absent for this certain match. I don't know which was that certain team to get absented in the very last match. Who got demotivated so much so that they couldn't able to join the match or some sort of like that. Okay, as we are seeing the team top esports as they are going to the area of none other than Yasana Poliana in this very present scenario. They're just getting down. I'm expecting the clash between various teams that were going in this side. Look at that. They're getting that apartment side area in this very present situation. The looting job hammer has already been started. Look after the team. KKR, Killer on Rampage crew is still here. Haber has to go for the shot. This makes a very fine shot against that player, but the knock Haber has already been done. Damages have had already been done. The recovery phase need to be started, and it will be a sort of hard job to do that. So, but no. Okay, look at that. Look at the proper wins by the teammate of Top Esports. One knock is equal to one knock in finish to the enemies. They have had a return that certain some with interest as well at that very time. Let's just get up in this very present situation. The very first kill has been picked out by the player Icon, and Icon is playing a very iconic move as in the very first match, as well as we have to remember that fact. In the very first map, the map of none other than Iringal itself, he had grabbed 10 frags on his own, and he's being that icon for last match too. So we can regard his probably the very favorite map will be Wrangle by today, if it is only for today then. Yes, guys, we must have to talk about that. 72 players and 19 teams are over here. Haber has to be ready in this very present situation. They have to, yeah, be fully prepared with full on precautions and have had to try as this game as a second as like they did in the very first one. Okay, guys, that was a fact. Let's talk about the team. None other than 90s itself. Three of the player available. One of the player already got knocked and finished in this very present situation. Let's just get ready with the very grenade and trying to go for the team. Top esports. I can already convert it into a very low SP. For the team FC Pass is over here. Hatarakri is going for the constant shot in this very present situation. Haber has to go for the barrel. In this very present situation, Khan Army is over here. Haber has to go for the shot. Okay, let's get back in this time. And Haber already got up in this very present scenario. Only 230 seconds left in this very present. Big concern to the pocket. Cam Army is over here. Look at the shot. Look at the finish. Okay, guys. Thoughts that must be the fine knock over here. The damage has already been started on time. Atarakru is over here for this team. Another player already got knocked in finish, and they were the same team for the map of bronze. The third match has been picked out by the team, and the team with highest number of point ending in terms of adding chicken in. They got the chicken in the third match with 26 points, if I'm not wrong, which is highest MO by now. And look at the team, KKR. One of the player for the team just got knocked out. Three of the player are available. Moreover, they have to focus on the fight. And one of the player is getting back in order to recover that player on time. Look at that. Okay, team coordination between the team top. One of the player got knocked out, but another one player is ready to hold out any of the pushes towards the team. any of the problem solving skills, the coordination is being on top for this very team. And look at the team of Battle Through ABC Sports for the teams, and look at the team Zero Evolution. For this very team, they have had got the very first frag in this very present situation. Okay, let's just get moving with that. But okay, two of the team has splitted their slot as top comes in the slot of Zero Evolution. That creates some sort of difficulties to just make it out. So yeah, guys, please be on your own slot. That will be good for you and your team. Look at that. And JT, Team JT Zero Evolution is in the slot of top. I don't know why are they doing like such that, but however, as we move in, whatever it may be given as, we must have to complete the tasks. Okay, for the team top, Whiskey have had knocked and finished one of the player for the battle crew in this very present situation. Isada is just getting down. Only 1 minute and 23 seconds left in this very present scenario, and as I have to talk about that, this is the very stage one, and we have to go for the stage two. Have had already been here for the team. No, in fact, not that team, but that was the team so-called Mind team, something like that. And look at that. Players are getting knocked and finished in this very present situation. Not a good thing to happen at the time. Look at the team ZD Sports, Zero Evolution, top are getting engaged in the very fights with KK. Let's go to the area of Yasuna Polinas to see the battles between those of the teams. But look at that. For the team OP Sports, one of the player, Rosemary just got knocked out. Another one player, Unknown also got knocked out at this very present situation and trying to cut them down over here. Over here. Okay. Third player also got knocked out. Last player standing goes for the fight and last hope doesn't let the team die like that, and the recoverable phase however has already started after that certain clutch. But look at the contribution. Isn't every player have had contribute a frag for the team? And okay, guys, look at that. 4Q Sirpa have had the very first elimination on their name. For the team Zero Evolution, they are just getting the situation over here, trying to go for the Constanza to make out a certain difficulties. Look at that. For the team KKR, which solution has been taken down by the team top as well as the most very one of the fine fragger in terms of the very last match. Abbott has just got knocked out, but look at the team. Jitway Wave. They are also making some sort of difficulties to the team for quality. Sirpa also got knocked and finished in this very prison situation, and this will be the very first kill for the team secret way. However, has to get closer. And the other results were at this fight on the side. Look at that. Moral got knocked and finished for the team top sport. The fight is being bit out of the hand, and somehow KK has just wrap this up on time, and top team just got exited from the lobby. So RIP to the team. And guys, 47 players and 14 teams are available. We must have to talk about the team, none other than a battle crew over here. We're ready with the very grenade. Haven't had gone for that. Let's get ready with the grenade, but haven't had gone for it. But let's get ready. Let's throw that out on time, but haven't been through it. For the team Yum Yum, Pilos is over here. The very first frag has been contributed by the player none other than Omar himself. Rather than that, three players are available, but without any of the frag points. Look at the team. You have VZ for the teams. Players are getting dead. ABC Kavila 07 have had managed that knock, and on that certain place, look at the grenade against that certain player being picked out or pinned out in this situation. Kavila, the very last in the list, is standing for the team, the last for the team, the only one, the only representative body that left for that team to just grab some sort of point for them. Look at the team. Mad Monkey, the champion team for the very first match, is over here as they have already grabbed our very first frag on their side. But let's see where does this fight lead them to. Look at that. One of the players just got knocked out for the team Toby Sports. And not just one. I guess two of the player at the same time got knocked out. But no. One of the player already got finished out and one player just got knocked out at that place. And look at the team top star, not top star, but Zero Evolution. Okay, guys, this is the very thing that we must consider at this very place. Let's just get up for the team FEZ. Players are getting knocked in finish. Only 14 teams left in this very present scenario. I'm really excited to see which will be the very team to grab this game. On the side, the last and the lucky second winner will go to whom? Our balance users got exited as Tech 14 with one elimination. So 1 point from as for them to have it. Not a good game. I must have to say that. Yeah, I'm going to talk about the team top esports. For this very team, one of the player whiskey knocked out. Another one player already got finished as well. Look at that. Being ready at this very present momentum, have as good that they're very grenade. Being ready with that, let's throw that out, and that makes us some sort of nice connection at that place, but couldn't able to manage it out on time. Let's just get enter, and that's getting knocked. Listen to the source. Last player standing out of the house, and last player also got exited by now without losing a single player. Look at that. Omar finally planned to his name to be not dead sooner. Or yeah, Omar meant to be immortal and some stuff like that. To prove himself right, he must have to grab this game as a chicken dinner. Yes, guys, that is a very fine thing to talk about. And this is the team. Zero Evolution trying to go for that mini shots. And we'll be right back after a bit. Or just wait a little bit for me. Okay, guys, I have been to a small break and I'm back again with the same intensity that I possess. And yes, guys, welcome back. Welcome to the last match. And 12 minutes has already been passed by as the game started 12 minutes ago already, and we are heading to the 13th minute of the game. And zone haber has been converted into stage start, and we are going for the stage of the zone by the time of a minute and 30 seconds, something like that. Time period is left. And look at that, Miracle just got knocked out by Secret Way. And look at that. In of Secret Way, BA 44K, there comes a grenade elimination as well as the Dominator tag with 3 elimination. And congratulations for him to have had also fine tag on his name. So yeah, he is going good. Okay, by the time player are getting knocked out, and look at the beautiful view of apartment area where the battle is being just initiated between these of the teams. But sadly for the team of Terra Sports, one of the player already got knocked in finish. Rather than that, if we have to talk about the team, none other than Zero Evolution, there are overall 4 players stand by. Okay, guys, 1 35 seconds left in this very present scenario. Getting ready with the very grenade. Look at that player for the different team are rotating by offense side at the time. And yes, guys, look at the team G Evolution. They are going with the constant grenade. Yeah, the utilities that has been thrown out haven't couldn't able to deal any of the fruitful damage against the enemy team at the time. For the team King of Israel and the team for this team, one of the player already got knocked in. Finished the bandage applying process. Haber has already been executed. Haber has to do that. Yeah, he'll absorb one of the player for the team. Hope Sports of got knocked out rather than that 3 player availability for the team to have had. They have had already grabbed up 5 cracks in this present situation. The revival need to be done on time since the zone Haber has already been converted into a stage third. Stage third woolen on his enemies that much. Stage fourth is also fine, but stage five with the deadliest circle starting words where the players that are outside the zone will punish his highest number of damage from then on. For the team hope, one of the players I guess finished at the outside area of the zone. And look at the team, Terra Esports, and they are being themselves Hatya. They are meant to be killed or killer squad for them to have at, but they are being opposite to their name as they have had already got about five frags at the kill. But okay, sixth one. Okay, Apollo is making me wrong, proving the team name right as by killing the enemy's team as they need to be. The revival habit has already been started in this very present situation concern. The revival need to be done on time. Look at that. The revival habit already done. Okay, look at the team. Hope X used Soul and he got the domination tag by eliminating three of the players. That is a very impressive move or impressive tracks pickings up by that certain player to talk about. 34 players and 11 teams are over here. Three of the player have has already got knocked in. Finish last place standing will be our Mikloon. Last in the list player viability. 2371 meters need to be get bypassed by this team in order to get into the red zone. That sounds bad as he don't have any of the has heavy consumables as well as the vehicle availability from which he really to get into the very zone. That was a very fact. The manager tank process has already been started for this very team, but the team KKR or the player already got knocked in. Please look at the team, none other than Secret Way. They are going for the constant shot against that team. KKR themselves trying to go for the grenade. That makes a complete knock and finish at the place. But the team Secret Way, Enigma got knocked out and one of the player also finished for the gun. And one of the player is going for the vehicle spray, but he couldn't able to take a single enemy down. That was really a stressful one as to be action for the knockdown. The second one, the second one will be Mickey Easy and all the squad for the team, none other than Secret Way have had been here for the fight. Look at that. The King of Rock has already been done out, and the King of Israel also got exited as tech 11. And the team that got on hashtag 10 will be our team KKR Killer Crew on Rampage. They fully got eliminated for the team by the team Secret Way. For this very team, one of the player got knocked out. The revival need to be restarted, and top team top also got knocked and finished by the time. And yes, guys, let's talk about the team Yum Yum or Mad Monkeys. At this point, they have had got five frag, whereas three frag has been contributed by the solo player Omar, one by Hunzo, another one by Tony. That was a fact that we must need to consider at this given time period. One of the player already got knocked out at this point, and not just knocked, but off finish. QQ. The team QQ is the team that got already in the very last match, as they got the chicken dinner. Rather than that, all other match wasn't that fine for them to have. And in this very game, they have had only grabbed all point, and that is because of the appreciation of getting into hashtag 8 of the placement point, the appreciation point. Look at that. Smoke throwing process Abbott has already been executed to make out a shopping cover to rely on that open area. A widely open area need to be covered with the help of vehicle or smoke. Vision blood job need to be done on time in order to be safe and secure at that point. Look at the team. Brooklyn Sports. They are also trying for a beautiful second hero on their side, but look at the team. Secret Way. They have already got 9 frags on their side. Ever has to go for the shot, but haven't been through it. Only 37 seconds left in the spirit bridging scenario. We have to talk about that. This is the very stage 5, and we have to go for the another stage of the tournament, stage 6. And let's get completely ready for that. Only 25 seconds left in the spirit bridging scenario. Brooklyn Sports is over here. One of the player Logic already got knocked in, finished by the time. The remaining of the players are trying for the 3-man domination. Anyhow, they have to find out a way to get this second on their side. For the team 4 as sports players are getting knocked in finished. For 4 strength, there are 1 2 player availability from where all player got knocked in finished. So last 2 players standing for the 4 strength, they have converted into 2 strength by the time 2 of the player for the team Hope Sports was got knocked out. Last place stand is over here, whereas one of the player the player who used to be as the last player got knocked in finish at the first, but by the time as stack 7, Team Hope also got exited from the lobby for the team. Yeah, Far Boys Gaming. Far Boys Gaming, 3 plays standing. One of the player already got knocked in finish. Look at that. For strength, who converted into 2 strength, also got exited and has stacked 5 with 2 frag points. This meant they have had grab out somehow 5 points as 3 point as of spin wiping on hashtag 5 and 2 point as a frag point. Altogether 5 pointer match for them to have had in the very last match. Yeah, they are ready for teams who are super ready to grab this game on their side. Moreover, Secret Way are of making their own Secret Way to grab this game on their side. That really a good but have had one of the players just got knocked and finished by the Mad Monkeys. In this very present situation, look at the team Far Boys Gaming. One of the player got knocked out, another one player also got finished out at in this very present situation. In this comes the constant shots against that player, just making out some sort of cover out of nowhere. Just putting out in this very present scenario, average to this closer. This goes the constant shots. For that team SW, they have already grabbed out 16 fragments with the present scenario. Let's talk about the team none other than Secret Way. Themselves 3 teams available. From these of the 3 teams will be the capable team, a deserving team for the last and least game. Let's just see that for the team Monkey Mask, they have already grabbed a chicken dinner, and I'm hoping this game goes to the team none other than Secret Way, as they are able to make 4 plays standing in this such a important scenario. And we have to talk about that another team at the front line, the team none other than Far Gaming. Okay, for the team, a match monkeys last is standing for the team, and look at the team such secret way, and they are making way through the area. It's open Borza is the battlefield for them to have a look at that. Last is standing also got knocked in finish. And okay, 1v2 4 need to be done by this certain player, and could unable to do that. So, and as like I already mentioned out that Secret Way got this goddamn chicken dinner on their side. Congratulations for the team as they could able to make that player yeah, no much advantage on their side. Moreover, to be they work so hard to grab such fine strikes without losing a single player. The initiation, the coordination, the overall definition of their game, as the way they played, the movement, the every movement that they just take out with proper planning and coordination, make them deserving for this second dinner. And I'd like to congratulate them for having such a fabulous game on their side. Overall, if we have had completed our 5 matches, and we are waiting for what? I must have to tell you that we are waiting for the overall results. Who win this battle? Who was the runner-up? Who will be our second runner up and all of this stuff. Yes, guys, for this game, winner winning chicken dinner has been drawn by the team none other than yes, guys, Secret Way. They make a Secret Way at the last match, so they are keeping it secrecy to just show up like in the very last match. So yeah, we have to talk about that. Flex got 3 frags for the team. Boom got 5 frags for the team, and BA44K got 4 frag, and Enigma got 7. Altogether, they have grabbed how many okay, 4, 3, 7, 7, 7, 7, 14, 14 plus 5, 19 frags in total, 29 pointer match for them to have it. Such a fabulous game to win out. And look at that for the team Secret Way, Enigma got 7 elimination by his own, and 2,187 damage, 9 assists, 191 healings, and 16 minutes was his survival. The survival isn't correct at the momentum. Rather than that, everything is correct. He is the top fragment for the team. Most probably, he has been a consistent player for his team. And at the last, as MVP, it is a very fine statement or the very title given to him. Let's talk about top 5 players. Nigma is at the top with 7 frags. And Boo Boom is here with 5 frags at hashtag 2. Polo is at hashtag 3 with 4 frag. Hashtag 4 will be Sigo with 4 frag. Hashtag 5 will be BFFK with 4 frag. This will be our top 5 players. So let's go to the results. This match rankings. Yes, guys, as like I previously mentioned out that with 19 elimination, then placed 3 point as a second point. Team Secret Way got their way to up a group all with 29 points. Hashtag 2 will be Mad Monkeys with 14 points. Third will be Atharaki with 13. Fourth will be Far Boys Gaming with 10. 5 will be Team Hope with 9. 6 will be Top Team with 5. 7 will be Brooklyn Sports with 4. 8 will be Killer Crew and Rampage with 4. And 9 will be Forest Strength with 4. 10 will be Top Stars with 2. 14, not 14, but 11 will be Zero Evolution with 1. And remaining of the teams, 3 4 teams, it's like Zero Evolution, QQ, Camp Army, Battle Crew, and of Quality Sports with 1 points. Remaining of the teams are on 0 points. More of the Sports, King of Israel, Man Test, Zero Initiative, and ZRE Sports. There for those of 0 point match teams, it is a very bad game for them to have it. And this was our overall battles you see, and we have to go for the overall rankings and all of the stuff. Let's go to that segment. Let's talk about overall top fraggers. Siko will be the overall top fragger with 15 frag for the team. Congratulations for the team, and he is from the team none other than Fat Boys Gaming. Congratulations for the team. And let's talk about the top esports top icon. Got 14 elimination on his own, 2300 damage in 61. And look at that, Adam Ford. We got second way Enigma with 11 frag, 2649 damage. And let's talk about another one player for the team Hatara Q, Azam with 12 frags with 2265 frag damage. And at last we got Loco with 2 elimination and 2200 damage. This will be our top 5 overall top fraggers for 5 of the collective match. So let's go to another segment. Okay, let's talk about what we're gonna be talking about. Yes, guys, second runner-up, none other than Hatyara Crew. They have played a very killer move at the last of 3 matches for this very team was really fine as from they get the very first second in the random map, then they started to be consistent, and that consistency lead them to be at this fine stage that got them into second runner up, 1 which corridor for the elimination, 15 placement point. Look at the elimination, look at the aggression that this team have had, and the 15 point will be placement point, whereas 10 from the second and 5 from other 4 matches. Overall 55 points to have had, they to have had a 10 point in average. That was really good. Congratulations for the team Hatara for getting in second runner up. So let's see which will be our first runner up or runner up one. Okay, I'm really excited to see the team. Are you guys? Yes, guys. We have to go to the champions. Who will be the champion? Yes, guys, none other than Fireboys Gaming, as they are rolling in the lobby with the 56 points. Look at that, only 1 point gap. Make this team a champion. So every point have had its great significance in the match, and that makes very very differences in the results, as we can clearly see that. Yeah, Fargo's winning will be the very challenging, whereas the very last remaining two teams, runner-up and second runner-up, they are at on same points with 55 and 55, where the very team, yeah, Secret Bit got into the very runner-up due to highest number of placement point on their side, and from 1 point, Farboys win this overall event. So look at that. As I have to talk about that, FPZ were the champion with 56, and YSW is here with second with 55. Third will be HC with 55 as well. Fourth will be MM with 53. Fifth will be Top with 52, and these five teams are in competition. Rather than that, let's talk about the Stack 6. The differences, you can see that they are not in the range of 50 for top 5. Rather than that, we will able to talk about the team. Key carries put with 34 points at Stack 6. 7 will be VX with 33. 8 will be QG with 29. 9 will be 4SX with 23. 10 will be ABC with 20. 11 will be Z1 with 19. 12 EAM with 16. 13 G with 15. 14 NUM with 14. 15 Hope with 14. 16 JT with 14. 17 KOI with 11. 18 Foki with 10. 19 Top with 9, and last one will be JR with 8. And this was our overall event for the night, and I hope you guys enjoyed a lot as like I do, and I will like to congratulate for the team Fargoji Sports for winning this fabulous team on their side, as we can clearly see that in every match we could able to see different champion teams. We got overall 5 champion teams for the 5 different matches, but in collective the champion team was our yeah, VZ team. And congratulations for the team to win this battle, and runner up the team none other than what is their name? Oh, Secret Way. And as a second runner up, we got a team named as Tarakuru. So yeah, congratulations to all of the teams, and we must have to say a good night bye now. Thank you so much for watching till the very end. Okay, thank you so much for watching till the very end. But at the last, I would like to just reconcile a very fine thing that will be our champion names for 5 different matches. The very first match, Yaman got a very beautiful second inner with 21 points, and then hashtag 2, FEC got 21 points for chicken at hashtag third. Athletic got 23 points as chicken. But in hashtag fourth match, Team QQ got this game with 19 points, and at the last one, we got another one player, Secret Way, with the 29 points, and that was really fabulous to cast for you. And teams are really great. The differences or the competition between the top 5 was top notch, as the differences between hashtag 1 and hashtag 2 was just a point, and hashtag 2 and hashtag 3 was not even a point, but the placement point. Because of the placement point, one of the team got up and another one team got down, so that placement point matters the most in this scenario. There is the very significance of that. So yeah, placement point regarded as the soul body. Uh, that was a very the fact that we must consider. And yes, guys, thank you so much for watching the rain. I hope you guys enjoy a lot. I will meet you at the very next. I will meet you at the very coming Friday. Till then, I must have to say good night and take care. Castor Anmol signing off from Invicta's series. Thank you so much for watching to Liberian. Bye bye, Tata, and good night.
Good night.